Quack&Co, the board game channel where every video is 10 minutes or less, guaranteed or double your money back. And today we are going to be unboxing Distilled for you from Paverson Games.
I have a handful of metal coins, which means
love your metal coin.
am a happy duck.
Yes, and I'm going to top that metal coin for you with another metal coin.
Oh, holy cow.
Yeah, look at that.
This is very,
it's a
very
player
beefy.
marker.
So this is a copy that the publisher sent us, so we could dive into it. We were extremely excited about this game back in the day. We did some free coverage for them, and they said thank you by offering us a pledge, which we are thrilled to have in. For those of you that don't know, Distilled is a game that holds insanely accurately and aggressively in some ways to the idea that it's birthed around creating different types of whiskeys and liquors around the world. That is a very loud
plastic,
crunchy plastic that you're bringing out.
I know,
one of the things that impressed me so much, what is it?
It's a shot glass.
A shot glass. Shira has a shot glass collection.
Still very, very noisy.
You're still, this is thanks for everyone that's still around. Cute.
Little Distilled shot glass.
Little shot glass, Paverson Games.
Yeah.
Distilled, nice.
I have a shot glass collection.
That's already cut.
Going to be trying.
The core concept of this is going to be a resource management Euro-style game, which holds really, really closely to the nature of what you're doing. You're really gathering the resources that you need. You're getting cool barrels to age the whiskey in, and you're trying to create liquors from across the globe.
You're going to be gathering the ingredients, the water, the sugar, the wheat, the fruits and vegetables that you need.
And then you draw up all those cards, you see what you have in your hand, and you stack them all in different areas to distill them or create them. So it's got some deck building to it, but it's deck building with a kind of slightly different ebb and flow.
Yeah. Going to be grabbing all, exactly what you said. And then we have this little expansion and some promo cards that come along with it.
So promo cards, these are different characters, different things that we can make. Tasting journal, different ingredients that you can mix in.
There's also some asymmetric powers and abilities. So each player starts out better in one region of the world with their liquor, and is going to have different abilities. You're going to be building out your tableau.
This is the main board where you're going to be actually filling out and storing the different liquor that you're making. Looks like we have some nice holding zones here. This is going to be the delivery that's coming in. I like how they did that board.
These are going to be the goals and the point scoring things that you're going to be trying to achieve mid-game and end-game. So collect 3 different spirit labels that looks like from Asia or sell an aged spirit. There's going to be an opportunity to age your spirit, to age your alcohol, and you're going to have to make that tactical decision whether to sell it before it's completely aged or let it continue to age. Those are coasters.
Little coasters.
Of each of the types of alcohol here.
Different types of brands that you have.
Yeah.
In here,
game tray insert.
We have some of the generic items you have. So yeast, water, mixed grains. This pops open. Mixed plants, mixed fruits, clay barrels, and wood barrels. These would be different type of resources that you can buy. This is your scoreboard here.
Yep. Showing
as you're going up the board. This is going to be dual-layered little player boards where they're checking off the objectives that they're looking for. And piles of cards. So I'll show a few of these because the diversity in different types of liquor and alcohol that you can create with different types of barrels that you can store it in is one of the things that I found so pleasurable about Distilled in the first place. I liked the fact that I really felt like I was exploring the world of whiskey making, exploring the world of gin and what are the other types of whiskeys there? Vodka and
soju, gin, whiskey, rum, baijiu, brandy, tequila, whiskey, pisco, grappa, lambanog, aquavit. I can't see that one. Soju.
These are just different brands, I think. Possibly. I'm not sure. So those are generic, but here we have the different people that you're going to be able to play as. They each have their own special ability and region that they are a little bit more tied to. So we have a few of these promo cards mixed in here. Then we're going to have the tasting journal. So this is what you want your whiskey to kind of turn into. So there's this concept of it tastes. If every time you
draw them blindly, and so you actually don't know what it's going to taste like until you turn it over, and then
so you flip it, and you're like, wow, this is a chocolate cherry with just a hint of bacon on the backside.
But
or you could also run into
grass.
This tastes like grass,
or leather, or a horse blanket.
A beautiful horse blanket. there's just a whole mix of like fun flavors and stuff that it.
But they usually all add points to your end score, so you do want the tastes to come in. You're just not sure how it's going to be.
You don't know how well it's going to be rated, and every now and then I think you can check to see what it's doing and modify the flavors. We have alcohol, which of course you mix in. Now, one of the fun things is as you start distilling your alcohol and it ages, you start pulling cards out of what it is you've created. So you put a deck of cards together. Yeah. This is a stack of all the resources you have. And then you start pulling them out from season to season every year that it's sitting in that barrel, which means you might start with something that has all of the finest ingredients. And by the time you pull it out of the barrel, it is just a soupy mess of gross. Or you might have something that has not that good of stuff in it, but that one flavor starts to stand out, and you find that it's delicious, and it really, really exemplifies itself. Yeast is a generic item. Water is a generic card that you're going to be using. Grain sugar as well. Plant sugar as well. Fruit sugar as well. Clay barrels. So these are all the
cups.
Generic cards. That's what I was looking for. Is where's the set of?
Is there any other
cards? I think this is the last set.
The one that has all the barrels in them.
All the barrels and all the different types of fruit. So, for instance, different regions will specialize.
Each person will have like a special recipe card for their own specific alcohol that is generic to their region.
And they're looking for things like agave. They're looking for apples, figs, juniper berries, grapes, turbo yeast. We have some spring water, American Standard Barrel. This is what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Bourbon barrels. Yulin barrels, all the different ways that people throughout the world age and distill.
I like these ones, the kitty cats, those
like
beer,
all the different ways that people age, bottle, distill, and send out the products that they have to get people more interested in it. Along with that, you can add equipment to your own factory, giving you technology that helps you either modify the cards you have, manipulate the way that you pull cards out of your deck, gain extra things like alcohol or flavor into it.
Once like a season,
Yeah, it's a very...
And everyone starts with a specialist for their region who specializes in a certain type of drink.
Yeah, it's just a very, very cool system that, like I said, plays very true to actual distilling. So if you're a fan of distilling, it's the game for you. If you're not a fan of distilling, if you're not a fan of like alcohol or alcohol creation, then maybe it won't interest you as much. You know, you have to be tied a little bit to the game. Now, we also have Africa and the Middle East expansion, which is going to be adding in. It's going to be adding in these regions. So it starts with, I think, South America, America, Europe, Asia, as like some of the primary regions. And then this is adding in these other two massive sections of the world that have their own kind of, maybe not as popularized, but certainly deep and rich culture of different liquor making and whiskey making.
It's really cool how like they give you the recipe cards that are going to be available for the game, and there's so many options. It goes through N in the different options. Each one of them is double-sided, and each one of them has the alcohol, the ingredients that you're going to need, the region that it's specific to, so one plant, one fruit, and what type of barrel wants to be finished, and how many points it is at the end of the game.
So there you have it. There's a quick unboxing and first look at Distilled. The products look nice. The cards feel good.
You saw the game tray inserts?
I like the game tray inserts. Everything feels substantial. Everything feels well made, and I love the metal coins. So, looking forward to getting this to the table. I am sure we will have more coverage of this down the road over on the main channel. This is one that we've been looking forward to playing. And they also, this publisher, I believe, has their second game
is going to be
in the works.
Shown at Gen Con 2023.
So we're both very excited also to check out Luthier and see everything that they have coming out in the future. So far, they're 1 out of 1 for me.
1 out of 1.
So far. Okay. Whatever the case.
Less time watching means more time playing. We'll see you next time.
I'm trying to get the stuff back in the box, and I don't like mixing expansions into other things until you have it all organized. And even then, I kind of have this desire to always keep things separately. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Are you weird like that?
Yes.
Let me know. Okay. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.